How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be creating my own event using MLB The Show's tweet that they recently put out there, and it says, imagine if we gave you the ability to create your own event in MLB The Show 20. What rules and rewards would you set and why? So this is exactly what we're going to be talking about. I have tweeted out a list of my rules, but I kind of wanted to explain a little bit more of exactly why I chose these rewards, these rules, and just talk a little bit about this idea and the fact that the community can kind of create their own event. I think that that is amazing. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So my idea is the Prestige event. All Prestige eligible players and gold players, 3 inning games on all-star difficulty with a max team overall of 99, quick counts and guest pitch off. And for the rewards, I would like to see, one player for every 10 wins, maybe a 96 to 97 overall Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle, 99 overall Adley Rutschman, 99 overall Wander Franco. And if you go 12-0 flawless in the event, then you would get a 12-0 BR flawless choice pack. Now, the reason why I decided to choose 96 and 97 overall Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, is because they're the 2 most recent legends added to the game. And it seems like the developers have been really focused on promoting their game to new buyers and new players for MLB The Show 20. So they recently put out this tweet a couple of times talking about a $10 sale or the game going on sale for $10, as well as, stub sales for 50% off and things like that. A version of the collection reward in Mickey Mantle and a version of the World Series reward in Willie Mays would include both of those modes as well as BR with the Flawless Choice Pack in the event. And it would also have some future stars that people have been really looking forward to throughout the year. So I put some thought into this, right? Currently we have the 11th inning program going on, and this will give you, a player from each of these programs, which is Prestige eligible. The Prestige eligible would also cater towards people that have been playing the game for a long time throughout the entire year, using those players like Finest Guys and Stage 3 Team Affinities. But basically, the reason why I'm making this video is because a lot of people saw this tweet, or in the sense that, a couple hundred people checked this tweet out, kind of clicked on it, looked to see what I was saying about this. And I wanted to give some context, or at least some information as to why exactly I went with this route. So with that being said, I think that these settings would be pretty good. They could also include locking the event at minor league fields, right? Only giving players an opportunity to play at minor league fields. That might help increase offensive stats as well as, those stats for prestige players in that way. I think that might be a pretty decent idea, but I just wanted to kind of give you more information regarding that. So let me know what you guys think about this idea in the comment section down below. I do, in fact, like the event settings that they have going on right now. I think that that's a pretty fun way to include some of the most recent content that we've gotten in the game, as well as, different divisions within the MLB. I think that that's pretty cool. Something that you could also add in, right, to the cumulative rewards in the event that I've kind of created as my idea. I would like to see, some of these packs, Ballin' as a Habit packs, home run derbies, beach ball, ducks on the pond. Just give some of these players a variety of ways to unlock some of these cards that have been recently released. You could also add in, some finest players, the ones included in the choice pack. You might even add in a stage 4 team affinity choice pack. That might be something interesting to see. It would affect the market though drastically, so I'm not quite sure how that would work. You could also add in, the pack that we just recently got with that event rewind. But really, all of those cards that I chose for rewards would be usable. I mean, not everybody has this 99 overall version of Mickey Mantle. It costs a lot of stubs to complete the collection. And if you just recently bought the game with that $10 sale, I think that, allowing players to earn a 96 or 97 overall Mickey Mantle would be a little bit better than having this 86 version as the only option for brand new players to try out in Diamond Dynasty. Now, of course, you can use, the legend rosters and play franchise and all that stuff. You can still play with some of these guys, But I think that this would have helped me as a brand new player in MLB The Show 16 if they released some type of Reggie Stalker during that year that wasn't necessarily a 99. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Reggie Stalker is like Barry Bonds, but that would have given me a player to try out that I would never have been able to use again. That wasn't necessarily, you know, a 99 or the best version of that guy, but it gives an option for players that are, you know, no money spent or they just recently purchased the game. Now, if they did something like this, that would definitely hurt the value of the World Series reward, Willie Mays. But at the same time, they could just drop his attributes, you know, minus 10 or so, and he would still be very good, just might be at that 96, 97 overall range, a lot better than this Conquest version that we already have had since release. I think that it would help the market in the 1 million stub orders up, or the overinflated 1 million stub orders up for some of these cards, especially the BR rewards, because it would give two different modes within Diamond Dynasty, the ability to increase the supply in these BR rewards, not make them as exclusive, even though it would still be very challenging to win these cards, right? Going 12-0 in Battle Royale or the event. And that would also be the reason why I would like to see gold players in addition to prestige players. One reason to negate the effect of knuckleball pitchers, as well as kind of give it that Battle Royale feel if you are a new player to the game and you don't necessarily have a full team of diamonds. But I really do like the fact that they've added in this event rewind pack. You might want to add in more than one, right, in one of this event, or in the idea that I've kind of created. You might want to add in more than one, because there's 4 players for every 10 wins. You could increase the amount of wins up to 100 and maybe add one of those packs in at 50 and 100. That way people have more chances to get that 1 out of 10 rare round. Anyway, I know Adley Rutschman and Wander Franco have been 2 cards that people really want to see get 99 overall future star versions, and I would 100% agree with that. And I think that these 2 cards would be very usable and end game in some ways, depending on how they created them. Now, obviously, these players would not have the same type of quirks that the finest players have in live series, but they would still be very good, and it would be cool to add in, some switch hitters that also have a bright future in Major League Baseball. I really think that it would get a lot of people playing the game and really cater to all types of players in Diamond Dynasty. So for the remaining portion of this video, I figured I would hop into the event that's currently going on and include some highlights from my first couple of games. Now, I have played about 5 or 6 of these games. I got absolutely smacked in one of them, and that will be included in the next video. I didn't want to go in depth with too many gameplay highlights, but I wanted to kind of include, the first few games that I played. Once I got a streak going, I matched up with a much better opponent, and it was a much higher scoring game, an offensive battle, if you will, and they were a lot of fun. I know a lot of people have said that this event currently going on is extremely challenging, quote unquote, there's a lot of sweaty games going on, and that makes perfect sense. This late in the year, a lot of people that are still playing the game are very good. And it might be tough for new players to play, but at the same time, the only way to get better is by going up against good players. And I think that you kind of cater to all parties if you go with some of the ideas that I kind of talked about in this video. But here we're kind of breaking the game open. Mike Trout ripping a base knock, terrible swing there, missed it with the PCI. But Mike Trout's definitely the MVP of my event run so far. Just seems to be getting extra base hits, scoring runs, hitting home runs. This ball, I'm surprised that one went that far. I thought it was going to hit the foul pole, and it ended up going out there by the concession stand. And here we have postseason Corey Seager up. Definitely the best postseason card, in my opinion, from that program. I also like a couple of those relief pitchers, as well as Walker Buehler. But this is really the only hitter I use in that Corey Seager. Even on my ranked team, definitely a solid player with a great swing. Now he brings up Player of the Month, Fernando Tatis. And honestly, I could use a prestige event like I was talking about earlier, because I do have quite a few players that have been released recently. and I haven't had as much time to play the game, so I haven't been able to prestige them. I think that some of the ideas I came up with would be pretty cool to see. Maybe next year, you know, maybe later on in the year, who knows. But thank you all for watching this video, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Peace out.